Hey everybody, Abraham here. Top of the morning to you. So, it's early in the morning, 7 in the morning. I was messing around on YouTube. I just woke up a little bit ago, and guess what I saw? They're making a new Matrix movie. Matrix 4, right? Something like that. And talking about, oh yeah, the new plot details just premiered, 10 hours ago yesterday. And the Merovingian is back. Okay, great. Okay, now let's see here. That trilogy of The Matrix, let's see the main characters. Trinity, Neo's girlfriend, she died. She died in the last movie. And Neo pretty much died fighting to make everybody free in the Matrix, okay? So he's literally dead. And Trinity is dead. And the war is over. War is won, okay? Now we're coming up with Matrix number 4. And I guess this guy, because he's got, he knows all of his stuff is like Matrix, like that's all the videos he does, so he obviously knows a lot of the information about it. And he said so far, because I watched it for 2.5 minutes, and you can go watch this video yourself, I don't really, not promoting him, not stealing his stuff, that's why I don't have it on play, but he's explained so far that this girl right here is going to be the new Neo type, the new lead character in the new Matrix 4. And here we go again with another freaking franchise buster. Like, oh my God, bro. Didn't you learn with Star Wars? Like, oh my God. If this is real, if they're making a new Matrix, they're rebooting it, or they're just making, another sequel to it or something, and that's the main character that's playing in Neo's stead, right? And that's like a supporting character, and that's a supporting character, but that guy kind of looks like he'd be directing the film. Just look at them. Just look at their picture. I paused it there for a purpose. She's talking. He's listening. He's listening. He looks like a total simp. Like a total, excuse my language, total bitch-made cupcake. Like, he really does. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm totally excited to be with us. And you're the hero, and you're going to beat up 20 dudes at the same time. They don't hit you one time. And they're, oh God, it's going to be so great. And you punch them into your ninja chops and everything and your ninja skills. And I can just tell. He's listening, but the look on his face is like, oh my God, if you are the next Neo, please somebody murder me. I don't want to be, I'm only doing this for money. Because, oh my God, I should have been the next Neo. Like, he fits like the Neo type. Like, he's got short hair, he's got a little bit of beard going on, a little mustache, and he kind of looks like skinny, younger Keanu Reeves a little bit. But if you look, oh my God, please don't do it. I'm telling you guys, nobody watches my videos, but if anybody who makes movies, and I'm a master writer, and I write books that hopefully will become movies, if you ever see this, please, any directors, any franchise owners, do not do this anymore, man. Nobody likes this garbage where you take the man's role, which is classically for a man, and you put an SJW freaking blue-haired, purple-haired freak in there of a woman, and she totally kills it and makes all the dudes look like, oh, we're bumbling retards who can't do normal fighting. Like, the girl beats up 20 dudes, never gets hit, doesn't get hurt, she beats them all up, saves the day. And men are like bumbling cavemen, ape retards that can't fight and can't do anything. And we're headstrong and we make rash decisions and we're retarded. Like, oh my God, bro. Oh my God, it's franchise murdering. That's what you're doing. You're murdering epic franchises that they're just like, oh my God, they shaped the culture. They shaped popular culture and made it amazing. And we all know that if that dude got into a literal fight with that girl in real life, in any situation, even in fantasy, where it's like they both had ninja skills and could fly around, you know for a fact, just based on reality, he's gonna knock her head off in one hit, bro. Like, one hit, her teeth are gone, she's knocked out on the ground crying. Oh my God, 20 dudes gotta run to save her, okay? Oh my God, what are you doing? It's so fake and dumb. Like, it's so gay, bro. And I don't mean that against gay people. It's just, oh my God, it's so retarded, bro. It's the worst possible thing. And they're doing this with every single thing. If you look at all the new, like, powerful movies where the lead role is where like it's empowering. It's not even about empowering, bro. Like let it go. Oh my god, bro. Nobody. Let me just tell you. That dude seems like a simp. I don't know anything about him, never even seen him before, but just look at his face. Like, she's talking, he's like, oh my god, yes, I totally agree with everything you say. He's like, please kill me, I never wanted to be a part of this. Like, that dude, his face is so funny looking. Like, please stop talking. Just kill me already. Oh my god. And if you're an alpha male, right, here's the thing about it. Real men and real women hate this garbage where they make a blue-haired, purple-haired freakazoid come out and be like, yes, men are the worst and women can beat the hell out of them and oh, toxic masculinity. Here's the deal. I just want to say, for anybody who's in that minority group that actually believes that kind of crap, here's the reality of it. I just want to say, you are such a tiny minority. You're like 1% of the population. Everybody else, 25% of the population, agree with you because they're like, no, well, I'm not really sure. And there's a bunch of dudes out there that are weak and a bunch of girls out there that act like hoes that want to be like, oh, I don't need a man, all this. I'll have 20 kids, and 10 baby daddies, and I don't need a man, I'll just collect a check. I want to tell you, half of the other population, 70%, the 50 to 75% of the people, I'm betting, are real men, real women. They don't like this role change where the lead character goes to a blue-haired freakazoid who can beat up every dude in like 10 seconds and she never gets hurt, she never loses, doesn't have a character arc where she fails at the beginning and then like Luke Skywalker fails at the beginning, then slowly has to rise up with Yoda and have an amazing comeback and he defeats his fears and his problems and his life drama and he conquers it. And then they bring him back. Oh no, but Rey's the hero, even though she's never had any training. And Luke Skywalker's just like an old hermit dude who doesn't give a damn about anything. And then just magically dies as a projection. Like, oh my god, bro, how do you have the greatest Jedi who ever existed die like that? And have such a sucky end to his story. Oh my god, just to go with these SJWs with the purple blue hair, and it's like, oh my god, please kill yourself. Like, I don't mean that in a real way. Just like, stop what you are doing. You are destroying everything. So, oh my god, I'm just begging. I'm begging. Matrix was a fantastic trilogy, dude. They did it perfectly. There's no way you can add on to it. I would say, please do not make another Matrix movie. Unless it is like a tie-in that has to do with, oh my god, like, what's his name? Neo is like, Neo is a part of the code, and he can't be really erased from the Matrix, so he was rebooted, like a cutscene after he gave up his life fighting Agent Smith, and it cuts to a cutscene where it's like a year later, like the way Dr. Manhattan like formed, and it became the blue guy from the Watchmen that is like super powerful, he's like Superman, and he like when he first came about, Dr. Manhattan, he like, you could see him, and he's like, I visualized, and you could see like his muscles and his sinews and his veins and stuff when he started to come back to life, and he was made out of pure electricity, and then he vanished, right? And he realized he was being created again. They should do that same thing for Neo, like show that he was becoming alive again. And the story arc should be that these ones are going around, if that's actual... I know that dude's an actor and that's an actress, and I don't know if that dude's an actor, but maybe he is. But they show like, oh, they're doing their thing, fighting the agents and bringing people to freedom, back to Zion and all this. And then they have like, Neo rematerializes, right? And he comes back into his conscience. And then he's like, because he's a part of the Matrix, what he does is he sends out the code through the Matrix to the outside real world, and has his body made, his actual physical body from the real world made inside that little like goop thing where they all were born, they all bald and stuff. And then he's like, I'm so in love with Trinity, so I'm going to remake her. And then he remakes her body because he's like master of the Matrix. He's like the Superman in the Matrix, he can do anything. So he does all that, and then he reshapes her love, and this is like the main story of them freeing it from new agents and stuff, while the background story is Neo comes back to, Neo is reinvented. He comes back, he makes his own physical body, he makes her physical body, and it just go, and by the end of the movie, it should be a long storytelling movie, like 3 hours long. So by the end of the movie, Neo passes the torch to these guys, right? And he should be the new Neo, she should be the new Trinity, right? So he passes the torch to them and says, we're going off to be free and live in Zion, just have a normal life and start a family and stuff. And they should be the ones who would be like, yeah, we're going to start it up. And then that would be movie number 4. Number 5 would be like they're going on with it. You know what I mean? They do their own missions and stuff, like the way 1, 2, 3 was. Matrix 1, 2, 3. They should do that. And dude, that would be way awesome. But guess what? I pretty much guarantee they're not going to do a storyline like that. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, she pops out of nowhere, she saves the day. And we miss Neo, we love him, okay. But really, wow, I'm the hero, I kill everybody, never get hit, never have to take a break. Men are just the worst, they're bumbling retards. Like, oh my God, please don't do it. I'm begging, please don't do it, dude. Because that is going to ruin a perfect trilogy. And oh my God, boys, I'm bugging. And so I want to show you guys something offbeat that has nothing to do with this topic, but I just want to show you something, okay? Really super funny. I just saw it on the news, and I want to pause this and go take you over to TV and show you. All right, guys. I was watching post commentary on the last presidential debate between Biden and Trump. And this happened last night, so it's like 7:30 in the morning right now. And I was just looking at this for a minute because I came in to grab a drink, and I was just looking at TV for a second, and I saw this. I have it on mute, but look at this guy. He literally comes out of nowhere and look at his most amazing hat. Oh my God. That's a real reporter with a real hat. He has the greatest hat in reporting history. Oh my God. Look, dude, that's a real person with a real hat. Oh my God. And he's talking about, I don't know what he's talking about, but that is the greatest hat in human history for a reporter. Dude, never take it off. Never take it off. Just leave it like that. All right, guys, let's go back. Let's go back over to here where I was talking about. Oh my God. Okay, so we're back over here, and I want to show you guys. So for anybody that's talking about, these SJW movies and the girls with the purple hair, it's the greatest. Well, you're garbage and you don't know anything about story structure and how actual things work. Because in reality, we know she would lose if she fought even 3 dudes. Even 1 dude, she would lose in a fight. So that's mega stupid, and we don't like it because it's not actual, like when you tell a story, okay, they're telling a story. That's what movies and books are. You're telling a story to entertain us, but you don't want to deviate from an actual reality unless it's like a sci-fi, spaceships and monsters, okay, but you don't want to deviate with your main characters too much away from what is actual reality within the human society that, or, the common society that is right now. So like you tell a story, and you might want to enhance the attributes of male and female characters, but you don't make it so crazy, like flip-flopped, where like dudes are like, oh my God, we're total simp morons and we're cavemen retards who can't fight and can't make any decisions right. And girls are like super powerful 1950s businessmen who are super intelligent and they're Muhammad Ali that can just beat the hell out of everybody. No, bro, that's not real. That's not realistic. And you give... And people cannot relate to that. Because if you look at the blue hair crazy SJWs right now, they're the most, I'm sorry to say it this way, but I can't figure any way to say it. They're the most cowardly pussy people you ever met. And if they got into a fight, they would get stomped out in like 2 seconds. I just want to say, for all the SJW liberals, if any of us conservative Republicans stood up against you and we didn't care, dude, and we fought you in like straight up street fight, you would all be decimated. Like, you would all be in a hospital begging for mommy to come and save you. You'd be crying, dude, because we are not. You act tough, but we're actually tough. That's the difference. You talk tough, you do Antifa, you burn down buildings, you terrorize people with threats. But reality, we are tough, dude, and you're just talking tough. And we would beat the hell out of you. So these ideas that, oh man, she's so amazing to beat everybody up, that's not reality. It would just would never happen, bro. So you don't want, and what I mean by that, and I'm not being mean to them about that I don't like women or something. I love women, but do it in a role that's actually like beneficial to women. If you want to promote like women empowerment, do it in the areas which are not deconstructed to the nuclear family and which actually serve a purpose here within actual society. So you would say women are powerful, and they're equally powerful to a man by being an amazing wife and mother, like in the actual roles. And if like you should show an empowering woman getting fit, doing cycling, doing exercises, taking shadow boxing, so she can learn how to protect her children when her husband is out, out of town or doing business or, doing something when he's not at home, and an intruder comes in and you show her just like knocking the hell out of an intruder, but an intruder gets like a little bit best of her, but she eventually wins. That would be amazing empowerment, because that's realistic to what could happen today. You know what I mean? And if you just show a blue-haired freakazoid that comes out, beats up 20 dudes, that's not real. You can't, nobody in the audience can associate themselves with that, even if they are a blue-haired freakazoid, because nobody actually lives like that. And you're only building up emotions towards an ideology that is inconsistent with actual common society. So it's pointless. And you're only doing this to pander to a microscopic amount of people that are that way. Like, it's not the majority. 75% of people, I'm betting, are not that way, and they don't agree with it, and they don't like it. That's why nobody liked the last Star Wars films, because they were just SJW garbage, okay? So here's what I want to explain to you. If you are done with these kind of movies, dude, you have to make your voice be heard. Be like, dude, we don't like this, man. Everybody, I know we're all talking about like, oh, this is terrible. It's, these SJW blue-haired crazy people, but you have to go out and you have to actually talk to them, okay? You have to talk to the movie producers. You have to tell them, bro, you guys got to relax. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, not just because of this, it's because you guys try to cancel Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt, and I don't know many others, but he seems to be the only one. Chris Pratt is an amazing, super funny guy that talks about morality and Christian principles and tries to be, even though his jokes are pretty dirty sometimes when he does his comedy, talking about farting and peckers and all this, So even though that's happening, he's a decent Christian man, and he put up on their Philippians 4:13 or something as that, and they all called him racist, homophobic, misogynist, like all this stuff, just because he represented Jesus. Here's the thing. You guys, the liberals and everybody, call conservatives and Christians and everything like we're Hitler, okay? And we're like crazy Nazis. And you call us all racist. The reality of your mindset, Hitler and the Nazis and the Third Reich, they had propaganda to where you would only be able to have one mindset. And if you were different from that mindset, okay, then you were ostracized, put out of public. You were even hunted down, attacked, and even murdered by the Third Reich and the Nazis because you did not believe exactly like them and you didn't have a mindset and ideology just like them. That's not us, okay? That's not conservatives or Christians. That's liberals. When you see somebody who doesn't go exactly with your belief, you guys go freaking mental, dude. Try to have them blocked, try to threaten their lives, try to tell them that they're the worst people ever. That's what the Nazis did. You guys need to step out of your weirdness, dude, and just be like, I'm out of it, bro. I'm going to be normal now, okay? And just be normal. How can you try to cancel Chris Pratt? He never did anything wrong, bro. You know what's amazing? Even though I don't agree with the ideology of any of the other people who played in the who played in the Avengers movies, they all rose up and were like, nah, bro, no, we're not having it. You guys are totally wrong. Chris Pratt is amazing. So they all stood up for Chris Pratt. That is amazing, bro. And that's why that's amazing is that we start to see liberal people who are these actors and stuff who are like, you know what? Even though we don't agree with them, we're on his side, dude. We're not having that. And that really shuts up the people with their ideology of canceling everybody just because they're a Christian or a conservative. No, we can coexist, bro. Like if you were a liberal Muslim or a liberal atheist, and I'm a conservative Christian, we can coexist. And we can still make plans together and hash out deals together and debate each other and try to learn from each other and grow. That's a healthy American society. What you guys are doing is tyranny of the Third Reich from 1930s and 1940s Germany with the Hitler and the Nazis, bro. That's what you liberals are on about. And you don't want to have a debate because you want to have a one societal mind so that the people who are in power can always retain their power, and you want to be brainwashing people so that your kids end up in the worst possible state of society where a man and a woman is not biologically taking care of the children, and by the way of psychology, they would have a great future. No, now it's like two dudes or two chicks raising up a child to be transgender at 5 years old. You don't understand psychology, and you don't understand that in 20 years, that child's going to grow up to be the most messed up, depraved sexual animal, just like the worst kind of human you could ever find, who has no morality, who's totally destroyed inside. And here's the deal. You guys have caused that. I'm not talking about these people on the screen because I can get rid of this screen. You guys have caused that. You guys have caused that by your evil ways and allowing evil to run rampant without having any control over yourselves. Just allowing it to go mental. So there's people like me who understand story structure like in this franchise of the Matrix trilogy. And we're done with it. And I'm speaking for everybody who's a real man, real woman. We don't, dude, okay, cool. You guys want to have your little sect where you're all weird and blue hair and you imagine that you can beat up 20 people and you just, I just feel like a woman so I can be like a woman. Like, no, bro, it's not real. Other question, okay? Guys, guess what? I just changed my mind and I just feel it inside. I feel it so powerful. I feel that I'm Donald Trump. I'm a billionaire and I'm the president. I'm going to go outside and I'm trying to go to the store and I'm going to buy me a brand new Mercedes-Benz, okay? And if they don't accept it, then I'm going to have them canceled. I'm going to go mental on them, burn down their building and have a riot in front of them and say, oh my God, Donald Trump's lives matter. I'm going to do that because that's my mindset. Because I totally believe as a transgenderist that I'm Donald Trump with $1 billion and I can do whatever I want because I'm the president. Do you see how crazy that sounds? That's the same way transgenders and all these people, they're make-believing. I just want to say this, I'm not trying to be too graphic. If you were born with a dick, you are a dude. If you were born with a vagina, you are a girl. I don't care how you feel inside. That's a mental illness that I do not have to agree with. I don't believe I'm a toaster. And I don't have to agree with anybody that thinks there's a horse or a toaster or a female if they're born with a pecker. Like, it's not real, bro. You're living in delusion, okay? And it's called, it's a real mental disorder. That's what it is. It's a real mental disorder. I don't care if, my feelings. Facts and biology does not care about your feelings. We're in reality. We're not in fantasy land, okay? So if I walk out my door thinking I'm Trump with $1 billion and I'm the president of the United States, how far is that going to get me in actual real life? Nowhere, because it's not real. So step back into reality. And here's how we do it. By getting rid of stupid movies like this where they ruin the main character and they make it SJW. So what we're going to do is we need people who are of a good brain, okay? Like, they're normal people. And, damn, dude, my camera won't focus. Okay, but it won't focus. Hold on, let me wait till it focuses. Okay, so I've been trying to get my phone to act normal for the camera to, like, zoom in and zoom out. It won't do it, bro. It will not focus. I've been trying to do it for, like, 20 minutes. Oh, my God, it won't focus. Please, you piece of crap, focus. stupid phone. But I wanted to show you guys something, so try to see it. It only focuses like when you get super close. So if you are tired of stuff like this, where like the people are like, oh my god, SJW, let's ruin every franchise possible for everybody, for the most tiny minority. So I want to show you, there are people like me who are artists and who really know how to work things, and you need to support us so that we can get our work out there that's not being mainstreamed by popular culture, because it doesn't go along with their crazy ass ideology that they force people to do it, or oh my god, you're canceled. So what we're trying to do is, you need to support people like me, support me and artists like me who do fantastic storytelling, right? But we do it from a place of moral character and how things actually work, right? And how society should actually function. And if you want to have change, you weave that change throughout your storytelling, but you keep it classical to where it's like, you know who the hero is, and you know who like the bad guy is, but you do it in a way where it's like, it maintains pretty much the core principles of whatever good morality or ideology you want to uphold, like Christian principles. So this is my first novel, still trying to get it published, still trying to get it marketed. It's called The Waymaker. The trilogy title is called It Is Like Unto. That's probably going to be changed, but like it's real. It's amazing, bro. Like, oh my god, it's a symbolic representation of the New Testament in the Holy Bible. Okay, and it goes on like Clash of the Titans, where it's like a huge war film, and you see like the most crazy epic battles, and you see actual human agony, like the way you've seen The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio, and how he has to go through like super long, like he has to crawl out of his own grave. He has to do like suffering of putting the gunpowder in his neck and lighting his neck on fire. You see the tragedy of him like getting mauled up by the bear. Like, that's exactly like the realism of that. Like, oh my god, it's so realistic, bro. Like, and the real pain of going through war and watching people die and stuff. Like, that's what I'm talking about. So that's in this, but it weaves amazing Christian principles throughout, and it's a mirror image. It's a mirror image of it's a symbolic view of this. So when people love this book, and if you read it and it becomes, oh, I got some blood on there. I cut my nose and I'm bleeding a little bit. Bleeding! Okay, a little bit. And, well, if you like amazing heroic tales, and it shows the classical image of a man hero and a woman hero, just so you know, there's a fantastic woman version in here. Well, not woman version, but a woman hero. Okay, there's a couple of them, actually. And they're weaving throughout the storyline. But it's not like, oh my god, she killed everybody and saved the day. It's not like these crazy people over here. It's like an actual way. Like, if you were... The way I make my books is that I step into the character as if it was me. Or if it was like my girlfriend or me. And I step in like, if I was actually there, how would I react to this? Or how would it psychologically affect me, or how far could I go before I gave up? And I do that within a woman's mindset too. I don't think that I'm a woman. I just think, what could a woman endure? How far would she go for those she loves? And what kind of heroic acts from a woman's perspective could she have in the classical sense? So there's a woman, and what that does is it builds up an actual thing that people would like, and it has morality woven throughout it. So it's a real book, right? It's about 300 pages. It's about 190 pages. Hard to do it because this stupid phone is being the worst. Okay, but it's about 290 pages, and it's amazing. And what this book does, by the end of this book, each book points to it. It's a trilogy, 3 parts. And what this book does is it points you to the best book ever existing. That's this. So it's an evangelistic tool but it's not preachy. It looks like awesome superhero movies now, but it's more realistic with more graphic violence. But the violence is like not grotesque where kids can't see it, because kids are already accustomed to crazy stuff on the TV now. But it's really amazing, and it by the end of the movie, you question yourself like, that was a real hero, and if I was that person, that's probably what I would go through. And that would make you to be like, oh my God, I love this. But at the end of the book, and if it gets turned into a movie, which is my goal, at the end of the book, it says, this is garbage. This book is garbage. And if you love this book, forget it, because it is a symbolic mirror of this. Go read this. So this, my books point to this. And that helps with evangelism. And here's the deal. I have so much work. I just want to show it real quick before I turn this off. I have mountains, bro. Mountains of work. Like, look at this. I have I talked to President Trump, and I talked to Barack Obama. Here's their letters. Real letters, bro. Oh, come on. I talked to Barack Obama right there. 2015, and I talked to Trump. Two separate issues, and Obama was horribly pathetic. It's okay, but and Trump's was kind of pathetic too, but he's so busy doing everything, so he couldn't do a deal with me. But dude, look at all these mountains of work. Look at this, the size of a phone book, bro. I have mountains, years of culminated work that we could get on with it, dude. And I bet you there's artists out there just like me that would be able to help sway popular culture back to good storytelling and back towards morality. And we can defeat our enemies soon. But it only happens if you, the viewer, you get up and support us, because it's not easy, bro. We're all broke. We all serve the Lord. Like me, I serve the Lord, so I stayed poor to be able to do these works. And I'm not rich to have the money to be able to buy the patents and all that. So start a GoFundMe or something like that for me, or something like that. I don't like to do it because it's like I feel like I'm begging, but just support people like that. Even if you don't want to support me and all my Christian works that are masterpieces that could be in movies and be on TV and stuff, even if you don't want to do that with me, do it with somebody else, or do it yourself. Learn how to be a master writer like me. I trained for 16 years, and I've been doing it for about 9 years. I've been actually doing it, so it's 25 years I've been doing this, okay? So if you can do that, if you can make yourself a master like that, do it. And then get on with it. We got to save our nation, the ideology of our nation for our children's sake. Because when we die and we leave this place, we're leaving them a pile of crap if we leave it to these people. But if we weave morality and Christian principles throughout our popular culture, we can keep people in a good ideology and mindset. And that's where we want to be. All right? So support me, support other people. Lord Jesus Infinite loves all you guys, and I super love you as well. Have an amazing day, and as always, bless the King, King Jesus.